Get the video you crave at cnettv.com.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is the 404. I'm Jeff Bacalar.
I'm Wilson Tang.
And I'm Justin Yu.
And this is the show where we're having a casual encounter with Jasmine France, ladies and gentlemen. Jasmine
Right.
France on the show today.
We got Jasmine France here. She's the editor of MP3 and digital audio, and formerly my boss at CNET.com. What's up, Jasmine?
Nothing.
Let's preface
So you want
this.
to tell us what's going on with
Your
you?
altered
We should
state.
explain.
Go ahead.
I just got off a red eye, so I might be a little bit low key.
Yeah, Jasmine just flew in from San Francisco. She works out of that office.
Yes.
And she took a little bit of a medical aid, I would call it.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
use that
Medical
euphemism.
aid.
Yeah, you used a little bit of an
Sleep
aid.
on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe
and
too much of
hasn't
it.
worn
And
off.
You know what's
Yeah.
funny? They were warning you about us, and you are the.
I'm the
The
one who's
user.
the delinquent
Yeah.
in this room.
If you guys can't see,
I never
Jasmine's
would've
literally
thought.
lying down in the fetal position right now with her thumb in her mouth.
She's
Dude, I
drooling
wish.
as well.
Yeah.
It's
Might
very
be.
strange. No.
Oh. But that's
Oh.
right,
You
yeah.
never know.
This is funny because when I first started at CNET.com, Jasmine was actually my boss.
That's
I worked
unbelievable.
underneath her in
Oh.
iPod accessories.
Correct.
How
So,
are you just
uh,
going to treat me like a bitch like that and just make me review iPod accessories all day long?
You liked it.
I did love
Well,
it.
okay.
She's
What
like,
would you
you
rather
loved
do?
it.
iPod accessories or printers?
That, well,
Okay,
Yeah,
come
former.
on.
seriously.
Definitely the former.
I could give you a couple examples of things that you would much rather not do.
I can think of a lot right now. Now, I still
At
remember
least
what
I
kind
let
of...
you write.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
seriously.
you were the one who hired Justin. right?
Actually, that would have been my boss at the time who
Okay,
hired
okay.
Justin, and technically he was his boss.
Right.
However, he was kind of foisted off.
You
onto me.
co-opted
Really?
him, right?
Yeah,
They
I did
couldn't
it on
handle me.
purpose. I wanted it. I wanted somebody to boss around. No.
Just a whipping boy.
No, I wanted to manage people, and that was like
Yeah.
my opportunity. So
The daily
That's cool.
dry cleaning duties was kind of weird. Though. I didn't know
Please.
that, the fresh flowers on your desk every day. That
I
wasn't
didn't-
And the
I
foot
did-
massages, man.
Yeah,
like you were
that's
telling me
kinda-
about
kinda
that.
got
Like, that was a
questionable.
little
That is
bit-
amazing.
Ew, okay, I would never do that.
No,
Foot
no.
massages are gross.
I gotta admit though, Jasmine, really good manager.
I didn't even
can't
ask him to
lie.
get me coffee.
No, the
Really?
coffee was all made for
So what did you make him do?
I just made him do real work.
Yeah, like
you were
I was
like, can you
updating
rate this
iPods.
review? I'm
Like actual work that an intern would want to do. you
Yeah.
know, like what I would have wanted to do if I were in
So
that
so there was
position.
never a time.
I'm awesome.
So it's basically Jasmine's fault that I'm here right now. If you want to
Oh,
blame
no.
anybody for my existence here, it's Jasmine.
It is too. Oh no, I'm in hate mail.
Yeah, you're right.
Why did you bring Justin
So-
to us?
Well, when you were working with Justin, did you expect him to blow up to the status of the 404?
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Wow, you're my biggest fan, Wilson.
Yeah, I don't know if
I
you're using
had
the right
no
words there.
idea.
Yeah, I'm reading on your Twitter right now. You can check out Jasmine's Twitter at Weird Eared Jazz. That's JAS. What a terrible Twitter name.
Weird eared.
It was actually somebody. We had like a little contest on our podcast. to
Yeah.
see, like what should I make my? Because I wanted it to be something like there's a story. There's a reason.
Right.
There should
that
be.
they,
Yeah.
they picked. But
They're like, what's the most difficult thing to pronounce?
no. It there was a few. They were all pretty boring.
Yeah.
A couple of them were slightly sexual. So I was
Whoa!
like.
Whoa, hey.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna go with, and then the last minute, like right before we went on to do the show, this submission comes in, and it's totally perfect because I'm constantly complaining. I review like headphones,
Yeah.
and
Right.
a lot of like in-ear headphones. My ears are really small,
Yeah.
Aw.
so like I can't like fit earphones into them a lot of times.
That's
so I have
amazing.
really strange ears.
that small that even the smallest size of the earbud won't fit in?
it does for someone. Like the earpiece itself has to be really small.
Yeah.
on
Some
top
of that stuff you have to jam all the way into your ears, too. That's not very comfortable.
Yeah, so I have weird ears, and the top of my ear, like the flap on the top, is like really, really short. So I can't wear the ones that wrap around.
Right.
either.
So
Jasmine's
how
a
are you-
hobbit.
I have
don't know if you
strange
guys
ears.
Now I know it's going to be in the blog photo.
How are you
today. It's just gonna be your ear, right? Like,
How are you qualified to
Maybe.
be reviewing all these things with those freaky ears? I don't understand.
Yeah, like, you can't put headphones in your
Everybody's
ears.
different.
the Jasmine rating of just
Yeah.
like freaky ears.
It's funny. I did actually write a blog specifically dedicated to how you can never trust a headphone review because it's everybody's ears are
Yeah,
very,
for
very
sure.
different.
Subjective.
Yeah, absolutely.
And not only on the outside, and as for the shape and the fit, but your ears you hear things differently.
so
based
Of
on
course.
your
this is why
experiences,
every
so.
headphone review is terrible for you.
Every headphone review, don't trust it. I mean, you never know. I did
So
say
you
it.
heard
I
it
wrote
here.
a blog saying don't trust a headphone review. I meant mine as well as anybody else's.
Right.
So they're
You
all.
never know.
It's all just bull. It just doesn't matter.
Not completely, but I mean, generally, you're gonna. If I'm testing a pair of $500, sure, SD530s, those sound good. I don't care what anybody
Regardless
else says.
of your
They
freakishly
just fall
ear
out all the
size.
time,
Yeah.
right?
Those don't fit me at all.
Yeah.
They're these huge triple driver earbuds. I mean, they're giant.
Now, have you tried out those Shures where you have to go to like an audiologist and get a cast over your ear or something like that? And
No.
yeah, supposedly they fit perfectly.
It's they make a mold.
A
Okay,
mold,
so you
right.
go to audiologist and you get this like Donald actually did a slideshow. Donald Bell, who also reviews MP3 players and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You go and they squirt this like stuff into your ear.
That
it's
sounds
like a
awesome.
mold. Yeah,
Okay.
it sounds really uncomfortable
Yeah.
actually. But and then they make a mold of it, and can be attached to that will be your earpiece basically, like
Oh.
your
Right.
ear fitting.
Okay.
Instead of using like a silicone tip or something,
Yeah.
you use a special mold that has been designed for your ear. I'm not sure that Shure does it.
Mhm.
I know that Ultimate Ears does
Right,
it. They're
okay.
well known for making their professional model headphones, and there's a few other companies. But you know what? I think that you can probably get them for almost any earphone.
But you've never tried it before. I want to know what it's like
I've
just
never
to
tried
feel
it.
that, like a
Okay.
perfect fit.
Gotta
Real-
ask Donald.
Real quick though, real quick. So you're the music MP3 editor.
Right.
What is your recommendation for headphones and an MP3 player?
Like
The perfect pair.
yeah, the perfect pair. If you had, say, let's say reasonably $200 or $300 to spend.
well,
You had $300 to spend. What should you
Wow,
get?
putting Jasmine on the spot.
Well,
no,
on the spot.
Well, this is an interesting
It's our
question
job, man.
because
We'll talk printers after
It
this. Don't
is.
worry.
it's an interesting question because I couldn't without knowing the person and what they needed. But I'll tell you what I have.
Okay.
I use my beloved Sony Walkman S series,
Really?
Mm.
and with a pair of Adeo, I think they pronounce it, perfect fit earphones.
Whoa,
Wow,
Both
that's
of these
a
are
promising
editor's
type.
choice
How much-
products.
How much do both of those go for?
So the S series that I have, which is like a step that doesn't have the noise canceling built in, so it's a step down. I think that one goes for like 140.
Man,
not bad for a
but
set of
that's
headphones,
That's a
though.
8
lot. Of,
gigabyte.
yeah.
That's an MP3 player.
Oh, okay, that's the player.
Okay, the headphones
Mhm.
are also 150.
Okay,
Wow.
yeah, that's
Okay.
a lot of money.
Now we're
Well,
talking
but,
about
but that's
like
not bad. I mean, if you really
$300
think about
set.
it, most people are probably going to buy an iPod Touch,
Right.
Right.
spend $250 off the bat.
And you have to
Probably get a
replace the headphones anyway
yeah,
on that.
yeah, and
Yeah.
the Apple ones already cost like $30 or $40.
Right.
You
So-
can get like good sounding headphones for like $50 or less.
Really?
Like ones that sound better at least and that are going to be more comfortable
Right.
than like the standard stock buds that you see with, because those are just plastic. I mean, they're
Mhm.
not comfortable
Terrible
for
quality,
people. And
too.
the quality of audio, it's always going to sound tinny and kind of hollow.
Actually, I wanted to ask you a
So-
question about iPhone headphones. I wanted to get one that has an inline mic on it that isn't too expensive, but that's also durable. Because I feel like the ones that come with the iPhone, they're really they always fall apart right at the earpiece. You ever notice that, like the glue or
durability is an
something?
issue for a lot of earbuds.
Yeah.
Actually, either at the earpiece or on the wire, especially
Mhm.
like the cable, because the cables tend to be really thin, and you can't find any like. Honestly, you have to spend like a decent amount of money usually to get a thick ear cable.
Right.
But there is actually a roundup of headphones
They're perfect.
specifically with built-in inline mics that work
Okay.
with your iPhone. A couple of them off the top of my head, these Audio ones that I'm using, they happen to have built-in mic. I don't use it, but
Mhm.
they do. There's the Radius Atomic Bass with mic. Those are like
Look at this.
These have the remote in
Come
it too,
on.
right? So
I'm
you can
impressed
on our
change
game.
tracks on your iPhone.
I was just gonna say because I know you've been, you're like sort of loopy, and you're still on your game. Like this is unbelievable.
job,
really.
son.
I'm really impressed though.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for a long
Yeah,
you
this is
time.
unbelievable. You're really on top of your.
You can do it in
All
your
right,
sleep
all right.
at this point.
The Monster Dr. Dre Beats.
Those
like
have the-
over
Oh, yeah,
the ear.
oh.
hands.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they're
They have a
ridiculously
mic in-
expensive. I wouldn't buy those.
Yeah.
But, they need some work. They kind
Any
of rattle.
actual like big wastes, because like you go to Best Buy and you see like headphones all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
What are brands that you should stay away
Yeah.
from?
What are the monster cables of headphones?
Yeah. I would have said cost myself, but I've been
Yeah.
trying some of their headphones out lately.
And you
Not
like
bad.
'em?
Their
Yeah.
earbuds are pretty good.
Yeah, you like
Yeah,
it.
it costs. Well, also they all come with a lifetime warranty.
Right. Yeah,
Really?
it's perfect.
So if they break, they'll replace them.
That's awesome.
To steer clear from, honestly, like
Kobe.
just so far. Well, I don't know that they make headphones, but yes,
Worst.
for MP3 players,
Yeah.
yes, please do. Skull Candy.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, and like I'm totally into the whole fashion style thing,
Mhm.
but they just like haven't impressed me at all with audio quality.
Yeah.
Those are a little bit too Urban Outfitters-y for me. I don't need like a lime
Yeah.
green set of earphones
That's
on
true,
my head.
for sure.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
too trendy.
You know what constantly surprises me is that headphones have been around probably for like 50 or 60 years.
A long time.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't perfected this as a race.
It's actually, I mean, no, we haven't perfected it. However, I mean, headphones have been doing very well for a long time. I mean, they kind of, their challenge now is to make them stand out in some way, like cramming
Gotcha.
3 drivers in an earbud,
Right.
for
Gotcha,
example.
gotcha.
Like
That's a
those
lot of
Shure
drivers.
earphones have
'Cause-
3 drivers in each
Because
bud.
with speakers, right? Like I know people who have speakers from 20 or 30 years ago that sound beautiful.
Yeah,
still
for
today.
sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep, and you have that with headphones also.
Okay.
I mean, I
think-
know cable durability can be an issue, but
Right.
a lot of them have the cables that unplug
Mm-hmm.
from the side, and so if the cable breaks, you just go out and get a new cable.
Right.
So the headphones themselves, if they're well made, I mean, people have had headphones for years and years and years. But
Yeah.
these are like cans over the head. I don't think like earbuds are not really meant to last forever.
No.
Gotcha.
I think the problem though is that people have different requirements for their headphones that they do for their speakers, right? Like when you're traveling, some people want more bass, some people want more treble or natural sounding
Yeah,
music.
for sure.
Personally, I like the big bass in my ear,
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I'm all about the
While you're
bass
riding on
also.
that bike of yours.
Yeah, I like dancing.
I like
in the subway.
dancing while I ride my bike.
Yeah, I
It's
gotta have my
awesome.
share. Believe.
I'm just not a big fan of the
Never
giant
ride with
cans,
2
though.
earbuds in your ear.
I
on
do
your
that all the
bike.
time. It's a really
It's
bad
really
idea.
Dangerous.
It's like I do it all the time. And,
Is it
and I-
not illegal here?
It is. It's not
probably-
illegal, but it's very dangerous. You know what's
Okay.
funny is that
it's
at the-
illegal in California.
it is.
Yes, it's
wow.
illegal.
Okay,
It
I can
makes
never go
sense,
back to
dude.
California then.
Of course, it makes sense.
So for people who are not getting why is it illegal?
because you can't hear
In
anything.
California, it's illegal because it's dangerous.
Right.
Because
Right.
you need
'Cause
to
they
be
can fall
aware.
out.
Even a bicyclist needs to be aware of the sound
true.
going
Yeah,
on.
like a horns.
It's
and
the
stuff.
same
Yeah.
as being illegal. You can't wear headphones in a car,
Exactly.
like
Ah.
stereo headphones.
And I've
you
seen
you wear one,
Right.
but not both.
I've seen lunatics do that. They're listening to their headphones in the
in
car.
the
What
car,
the
it's
hell's wrong with
crazy.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what's
I've
even
seen that
funnier
too.
is that at the meetup, our buddy Edwin came up to me and was like, "Hey, I know you. We've met before this because you almost ran over my feet one time when I was walking down 23rd."
No.
Yeah, he was right around the office.
Good job.
And apparently, I almost ran into him in the crosswalk. I didn't even realize. it.
That's
Good
my
job.
Justin.
Yeah, sorry, Edwin.
All right.
My bad.
Let's move along.
Let's get into some stories.
Seriously, we're totally
I want to talk
grilling
about
Jasmine.
the show title today,
Yeah.
Casual Encounters.
Yeah,
Jasmine.
so let's.
That's right.
So
Right.
the little backstory. Apparently, the Craigslist section of casual encounters is more viewed than a lot of the matching websites. Is that true?
Right. So I read in the New York Times yesterday. I'm not sure when the article went up, but I'm not sure. Now I'm kind of going back and forth. It might have been their whole personal section. 'Cause
Right.
They have casual encounters.
That would
and
make
then they
more
have
sense,
the men
but
for women and
but I
then
would believe
misconnections or
I would
whatever.
believe the casual encounter thing also.
But I'm pretty sure Casual Encounters has more traffic than like Match.com, eHarmony, and like that
Chemistry.
chemistry.
Right.
or
Okay,
whatever.
so I'm
All
looking.
together-
it.
all
I
together.
I'm
believe
looking at the article. It does say Casual Encounters is higher than any other. I don't know if it's combined,
No,
but any
any
other
Right.
Match.com, eHarmony, and Yahoo
And
Personal.
for people that don't know, Casual Encounters on Craigslist.com is sort of the place where people go to post like sexual requests for people, right? So
Yeah.
like if you want a random hookup, you would go to this part of the site and like, ask for a meetup.
But they use like code. A lot
Right.
of it is code. Like, who wants
Right.
to come and shave my armadillo?
It-
or something, you know what I mean? Like,
Whoa, hey.
It's funny because the article is
Yeah.
actually saying that people use roses instead of saying money, so there'll be like 100 roses to whoever wants to come over and make
I
out
don't
with
know.
you
I've
right now.
seen dollar symbols in there.
Oh,
so,
actual dollar
I've seen, yeah,
signs?
I've seen actual dollar symbols. People are not that sly.
Yeah. Jasmine is clearly on that website.
She's like,
I have been in casual encounters before. Yes,
She's like
it is
1,000
really
roses.
amusing sometimes.
yeah, amusing. It's funny.
Well, that's
the
the other
headlines
thing. though.
alone are just like
That
so hilarious
So,
sometimes.
I don't want to blow myself up, but I'm saying.
Oh
like,
God, here we go with the confessional.
yeah, seriously.
No. I go to Casual Encounters just to read. It's
Right.
funny.
It's-
it is
a lot of
really,
it's
really
It's like
really
reading
funny.
Misconnections, right? I read
I
that
read
one a lot too.
misconnections sometimes.
It provides some sort of entertainment value.
Right. Have you ever
There is some
gotten a
fun.
misconnection before, Jasmine?
I haven't had one written about me, no.
You've written one though. I can tell by the look on your
Oh,
face.
yeah, absolutely.
And it was successful.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, so can you tell us about it without giving too much detail?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'll just say that it was cool and that it actually worked.
Okay, so you got a little date out of it.
And
Did you get a date out of it?
Okay,
a little more than a date.
date.
She's blushing.
Let's clarify. This is a missed connection.
Right.
Okay,
Oh,
not
okay.
a casual encounter.
A missed encounter. Okay.
It was it's cool. It was really cool. I mean, I think it's like a really fun story.
Yeah,
you
definitely.
know?
And I think that girls have a better chance of getting that response than
I
a guy
couldn't believe
would.
it. I was not expecting a response.
Was it immediate
I thought,
too?
And it was like within like 24 hours.
Oh
Really?
my god, that's
yeah.
so
and
cool.
it was the person.
The whole misconnections thing, though, like that really bothers me because it's always like, oh, brunette chick on the L train about 6 o'clock.
Right.
I missed
You're
your
like,
connection.
It was like you were wearing big glasses.
So the thing about a misconnection, though, and my roommate and also a colleague, Corinne, who I think's been on the show
Yes.
before. We were talking about this separately, and you need to have a connection.
Oh
Right.
yeah. Oh,
Like
yeah.
you need to have like an exchange of some kind.
Eye contact at least.
Eye contact
Yeah.
at least. Like
Can't just be
smiling
like, I
at the
saw
other
you
person.
getting off the
Yeah.
train.
Some guy was like, you
Yeah.
were 40 feet away, and I had binoculars, and I was
It's,
looking.
doesn't work like that.
exactly.
What?
Otherwise, it's not. I mean, you have to have a connection.
yeah,
Right.
for sure.
You know, that's the whole point of it. But yeah, it's interesting. I've heard that it has worked before, but I don't think it works that much. I don't know. I
Yeah.
thought it was very rare.
Well, it's cool because I feel like a lot of people read it for the comedic value, but then they'll see somebody that
Like, oh,
all of
wait
a sudden you
think could
see
be their
you.
friend.
oh my god, I
yeah.
know that guy.
Yeah, and they'll like link their friends to
I mean,
it.
I'm looking at it right now. It says a 420 Asian woman, yellow coat, patent leather stiletto boots.
God.
Wow.
They get. You want to be real specific.
For sure.
Yeah.
Looked at your watch at this time. All right.
Oh, this one, I saw you eating ice cream on 3rd Street.
That's kind of messed up. We're going to take a break. More with Jasmine Francis when we come back. So stick around.
This is the 404 MRFers, the show where we all sing songs.
Hi, this is Jasmine France
And Donald Bell,
from the MP3 Insider podcast.
where we talk about all the latest portable audio news and gadgets.
So if you want to know when your iPod is past its prime
What headphones block out screaming babies on planes?
and why digital music services are so darn confusing,
Subscribe to the MP3 Insider podcast at podcast.cnet.com.
I was gonna leave a callback, but that kind of, when I thought about it, not feeling it today. Sorry, maybe another time. Bye.
What the hell?
I love you like, and all the latest, what is it? All the latest
all the latest.
gadget phone
Oh,
thing?
Jasmine can't even remember what you
Zoned
said.
out.
Audio,
Okay,
drugs,
real
All the
quick though,
latest,
pills?
blah, blah, blah.
I want to mention this just before the break from the chat room. There's a website called subwaycrush.com.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That sounds misconnectionsy.
Yes,
It's pretty much
does.
missed connections,
Right.
but for the New York City subways.
Specifically for the subway.
That's great.
Well,
though. That's
and
good,
it
yeah.
does like New York, Boston, Chicago, SF, and.
Do you remember that story about that kid in New York? He started a website for a girl that he had a misconnection
I
for.
remember that.
It was called like My New York Girlfriend or something
I remember
like
that. And he found her.
Yeah.
He
He had a
fa-
long-standing relationship
right.
with
He
her
found
too.
he found her. No, I don't know if it was long.
Yeah, it was like 8
They-
months long. or
Really?
something
But then
like
they
that.
broke
Oh
up.
yeah,
And then
no,
they broke up.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
broke up.
Didn't work
Something
out.
like that.
That's a cool
bummer.
way to go about doing it.
That's a
Because I feel
bummer.
like every time I get on the subway, I'm always like, that girl is cute, but I am a wuss.
I am
cannot talk
that
to her.
girl looks
Well,
great.
that's the
I will
beauty of
never
the
talk to her.
internet.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
It lets you get over those like shy moments.
Right. And then they could choose to respond to you or
Well,
not.
okay, you know what's actually really bothersome? I used to get up really early to come to the office for
Another
loading, right?
confession.
Even before
No,
he
no, no.
starts.
I hate the
know
prep.
it,
I
know
just
it.
have to say this. I have to
It's
say
so
this.
creepy.
Oh,
But
God.
there was this girl
What were
who
you
I
eating,
saw
Wilson? You were probably
every
eating
day,
something.
who I saw every day.
Yeah, yeah.
I was eating a stuffed pepper.
And
Yeah.
I know that she did the stare at me every day.
Oh, you are so arrogant.
No, but the thing was,
This
she was
guy.
not attractive.
Oh, okay.
She
wasn't-
was not.
So
she
what's
was-
your point?
I'm just really scared of ever running into her again on the train.
That is
'Cause,
the
like,
worst story I've ever heard. There's no
terrible.
climax to that story.
So
You're
God-
just calling a girl
No,
ugly.
no, no,
That's
no,
just
no, no,
mean. You're like, there's this one really ugly girl that I see a lot. That's it.
I just
And
see
every
her
day I worry
every
about having
day.
to see her again
Yeah.
by accident.
I can tell she thinks I'm hot.
Crying
What
in a river.
the?
There are people
Got
starving.
some nerve,
There's
Wilson.
homeless people.
I'm
People
just
losing.
saying.
Ashton Kutcher has got problems, and you think, oh.
People losing their jobs.
God
every
forbid
day.
someone finds you attractive, Wilson. You should count. Ugh.
Man, you
Yeah, thank
suck.
your lucky stars.
God.
Anyway, let's move
I'm
on.
not
before I
worried
hit
about that
Wilson.
part.
Seriously,
worried
dude,
about
how
this
do you-
girl.
How do you?
How do you live?
How do you wake up every morning and look in the mirror and
I
say like
know.
I'm an okay guy?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jasmine. You know, this guy is just uncouth.
How do you do that? How do you live? How do you
Get this
live?
guy back in cotillion.
It's calls from the public time.
Time to show the love.
Call me.
866-404-CNET.
404.
Ever since the meetup, there's been, I want to say, a certain lacking in the
Of
voicemails.
Voicemails, yeah.
Not that the quantity is there; it's the quality.
It's the everyone but
that is
Tuna
plummeted.
Tuesday.
Did you guys just totally like turn them off or something?
No,
Did you in
I don't know
person?
what happened.
You know, actually, what I think is actually happening a lot is that we're getting a lot more.
Yeah,
and
we
we're
are
actually
getting more.
forgetting to empty the voicemails
That
quite
could
a
be
bit.
what it is.
First of all, that has nothing to do with the fact
No,
that they're
we
not
no,
good.
we do because like we no. I'm saying no,
nothing
no, no.
to do-
It does.
Wilson is
It
not
does.
on his game.
It does because there's these like literally 3-day breaks
Right.
Yeah.
where we can't get any messages.
No, the
Mhm.
longest
Yeah.
that's ever happened was the one weekend, and
that was like that was the last 3 weekends.
Yeah.
No, no.
Yeah, come on, man.
The real problem is that all the voicemails are ugly girls calling to tell Wilson how hot he is. And we can't delete those quickly enough.
That's the problem. All right, so I'm gonna play these. 1-866-404-CNET. That's how you do it. This one is about. I guess we should talk CBS. Do you watch?
1-866-44-CNET.
404.
Okay.
That's our phone
Yes,
number.
only 6 numbers
So
there
it's
at the
like,
end.
what's
Just go to
wrong?
bed, Jasmine. You're done.
Someone called in about the Big Bang Theory on CBS.
Oh, okay, yeah, play it. I love that show.
No, it's a weird voicemail. I just wanted to mention it. Someone's asking about the slogan. I don't think they get it.
Hey, 404 crew, it's Fake Blind Guy. I'm just a little bit curious about your motto, high-tech, lowbrow. What does lowbrow mean? Anyway, hate the show. Bye.
Well, let's see.
I feel like I'm just in you explaining what a joke is. to Tom
Yeah,
Merritt.
I know, right? The web definition of lowbrow, Bill, is a Philistine or a person who is uninterested in intellectual pursuits. And that would accurately describe us, I think.
Well,
That's
I
about
don't
right.
know.
Maybe we should change our motto again. No,
I
lowbrow
like
is
it.
just.
Do you like it?
No, it's just that
I
we,
like
we
it.
don't we
You
just
like
don't
it.
I
take
was
ourselves
thinking
too
lowbrow
seriously.
is like crass.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
that could be us
Kinda
too.
crass.
That's fine.
Whatever you want to.
I think that's a good way to look at
Yeah,
it.
we'll take all negative labels.
Yeah,
Good.
we embrace all kinds of things like that.
But thank you for calling, Bill. It's been a while. Fake blind guy.
Next voicemail. This is you guys are gonna have to explain this. This is about Jackie Chan.
No.
Hey, 404, this is Tim from California. Hey, I'm surprised that you guys haven't picked up on this headline about Jackie Chan, about his remarks that Chinese people need to be controlled. Jackie Chan's China remarks prompts backlash. Chinese people aren't pets, says one pro-democracy Hong Kong legislature. I think it happened last week when Jackie Chan said that democracy was not good for the Chinese people, and the Chinese people needed to be controlled.
Whoa.
So, yeah, talk about that. I want to hear.
Wow.
Well, I don't know,
well,
man.
hey.
As our resident Jackie Chan lookalike, what do you think, Wilson?
Well, okay, so I believe in democracy. Let me just put that out there.
Yeah, we do live in America.
We live in America. But I'm always remarkably surprised at how well the communist government managed it. No, how
Manages
well
to cover shit up.
No, not to cover shit up, but to literally bring about 600, 700 million people
Right.
out of poverty
Mm-hmm.
and give them jobs and like day to day, like we in the United States we always talk about like freedom and this and that, and like we want to have a free press and freedom of speech and to vote for this, but before we even get to that, we all want jobs,
Right.
right?
But don't you think the government is being oppressive to its people by...
I don't know, man. Like, what would you do? Would you rather vote or eat?
He's a communist.
This is getting too
No,
real,
no,
man.
no. Would you
Too
rather-
real, son.
I know it's really.
This is
I
definitely
think
not
it is
lowbrow.
really.
Yeah.
This is not Wilson. You're straying away.
No,
from
no,
lowbrow.
this is
Wilson,
really
where'd you get that
strange.
red shirt from, man? Look at that yellow
Oh,
stuff on
hammer
it, too. It's kind of weird.
No,
Get that
but-
hammer out of
First
here.
of all, why are you taking anything that Jackie Chan says seriously? That guy just
seriously.
throws barrels at people and jumps through ladders.
I was gonna say he's just
Yeah,
he's just always handcuffed to something and beating people up. Like,
Yeah, and then like making jokes about the Beach Boys and whatnot. I wouldn't.
Beach boy.
Beach Boys. No, man. Gefilte fish.
That
Nice.
actually reminds me of this. I was reading this story from the Pretty Effed Up website.
Right.
I don't know if you've been on this.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Mhm.
So it was about why are people so stupid, and a lot of it, you just have to like take people's circumstances and their culture into
Yeah,
account,
right.
and like what is good for like one group of people might not be good for another group of people.
Well, because you're Chinese, you know this. Like, stability is highly valued
in Chinese culture,
and as the whole idea of sharing too.
Right.
Like, you don't think of yourself as the individual less than you do as the family.
Right, but I don't think that's always a good thing, though. There are times when you need to think individualistically, right?
Well,
no. I mean, okay, this is
what are we even talking about? Who's got a poop joke to tell right now? Damn, what's the difference? Jasmine, do you know what the difference is between a drug dealer and a prostitute?
Oh, God.
Do you know? Let me tell you. The punchline is...
You've done this before.
A prostitute can just wash her crack and reuse it. Equally appropriate response.
I love it.
I like. No one likes that joke.
When you
Put it
told,
this way.
well, I can't believe
This
you told
also
it
brings up
again.
another thing I read
Seriously,
recently.
yeah. What was that?
About how humans can be sold over and over again, whereas drugs can only be sold once.
That's
this was
true.
a story about
Human trafficking.
Yes.
We're not going to talk about that on the show.
Last point
That's
I'll
just
make.
sad.
Last point I'll make. There's a difference between economic freedom and political freedom.
Yeah.
And the communists there have managed to balance the two.
All right, Carvel.
So that's it.
Are you done?
That is my last comment on that.
Jesus Christ.
Wilson will be speaking publicly.
Yeah. Kissinger over here will be speaking later. You'd like to hear it. Let's move on to an actual story.
Wait, we have one last voicemail. I
Okay.
think
Oh,
someone
God.
called us up about
What
thinking.
just happened?
I think someone called us up thinking we were
Things got a little too real.
See, this is why we don't talk about that Jackie
I
Chan
know.
story.
Your drugs are wearing off on us.
Someone called us up thinking we were Comcast technical support.
Hey, 404 crew, this is Tommy from Jacksonville. I was calling in because I was on my Comcast DVR and I clicked the messages and it said that they're going to cut off the NFL Network after May 1st. I was wondering what the deal with that was. So,
You might want to redirect that
you
question.
Do you have an answer?
I have nothing to say.
Actually,
Comcast
I think
sucks.
I remember reading
That's
this.
your
That's
answer.
That's the reason.
Join the millions
Stop
of other people.
giving them your money.
Yeah, right.
Well, a lot of people don't have a choice about that.
That's true.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
like
I
that.
disagree.
Well,
What- yeah, there are other
you
cable
have
Don't
choice.
watch
providers.
TV. Watch it online. It's
There
fine.
you go.
Yeah,
That's
there
fine.
you go.
I think
That's
it
what I do.
has more to do with
You've
just
ditched
it's a
your cable
licensing
line?
thing.
I
There's
don't
nothing
have
you
a
can do
TV.
about it.
You don't have a TV.
I watch all my television online.
After the
Do you
fact.
squint a lot?
No, I have a nice computer screen.
Yeah.
But you check out TV.com, right? Not like Hulu or any of these other.
Yeah, it's
crappy-
only TV.com.
Yeah, only
TV.com.
TV.com.
Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure.
Definitely
you know.
not Hulu or Netflix.
No. It's the worst.
2.5 Men on loop. That's it.
Wow, I love that genuine answer from Jasmine today. All right, let's move along. Let's get back to a few stories. Let's talk about PSP real quick.
Yeah.
Do you,
Ooh.
you play with that? Yeah.
I used to.
You did. Ooh,
You
that
sounded
sounded
excited.
good.
I used to. I don't have it anymore.
What happened to it?
I moved out of the house that it existed in.
Oh,
so you were
no.
just kind of leeching.
Pretty much.
Okay, fair enough.
But I had full use of it for
All
a long
right.
time.
Well, you know what?
I miss it.
It turns out this is amazing. I don't know what your experience was with the PSP,
I
but
loved it.
Sony says that PSP piracy levels are quote unquote, I love this, sickening.
What?
Sickening.
What do you mean? People pirating PSP
The
games?
amount of people who pirate PSP games.
Uh-huh.
Now,
How do you?
I didn't even know you could do that.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
How does?
it's
what?
so easy. It's so easy.
How do you
So
do
how
it?
do you do it?
So
Well,
how do you-
I'm not gonna really go into.
He's
I
gonna
don't-
charge
I
us
don't
20
do it.
bucks.
I
No,
don't
just
do it
for
like
reference.
It's funny because I'm just trying to think about the people I know who own a PSP,
Mm-hmm.
and I would say easily 90% of them pirate games.
How
on
does
that.
that work though?
It's because it
From
relies
an SD card or?
Yeah, that memory stick duo that fits
Oh.
right in there.
So you just
So you can
download
put games
games.
on
Yeah,
there.
you load like hacked firmware, and the thing just plays
Interesting.
whatever. It's a joke.
So it is sickening.
It's sickening, actually. It was very accurate. This statement.
Ooh.
It's unbelievable. People are ready. Peter Dill, the senior vice president of Sony Computer Entertainment America Marketing, says it's to the point where people are just about ready to jump off the cliff and pull support for the platform.
What?
So that's saying like it's so bad that developers are like, you know what? It's not even worth it for us to develop a game on PSP
Oh
of how
my! Because
bad
they're
piracy
losing
is.
so much money off of
Think
it.
about it. Like it's unbelievable. I bet if you go
That's
into a
crazy.
GameStop, that's the least amount of games sold is
Right.
PSP for
PSP.
sure.
Yeah, they're talking about that game Retribution, Resistance Retribution.
Yeah,
that
it was
just
out.
came
I remember. Not that I would know, but it was out making the rounds
long before.
4 weeks before it hit the shelves.
Yeah. But I mean, if the movie industry can still survive, people have been pirating games for a while now.
Yeah,
I think that Sony would have something.
You know what though? The DS, it's really easy to do with that DS Lite also.
But are people doing it on the same level as they are with the PSP?
I don't know. Not as high, but it's unbelievable.
Remember when people were soldering their own chips into the PS2?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
And have you started to hear about like the iPod, iPhone piracy thing? Like
No.
people, they've hacked the DRM, and now you can actually just go on and install apps.
Really?
Yeah,
Just
without having to pay for them.
directly into your iPhone for free.
I'm not exactly sure how it works, but they're making some big deal about it because they're calling it the end of the iPhone economy. But
Not that we're condoning any of this piracy.
Well, don't you think that it's gonna? I was always a big believer that this kind of stuff will just never really be able to.
No, pirates will always be one
that's the
step ahead
thing,
of the
You know what I
game.
mean? You would always imagine, but I guess App Store is about to make its like billionth sale or whatever it is. So.
Yeah, pretty soon.
Unbelievable.
Maybe if they make their prices something a little bit more palatable for consumers, people will stop stealing things.
Yeah, how much? What is the max you'd be willing to pay for an iPhone application?
For an iPhone application, I guess it depends on what it was.
Mm-hmm. Like if it was something really cool, like would you pay $5 for it?
Something really cool.
Because I have trouble even paying 99 cents for
No,
it.
99 cents is fair.
Like,
Even that.
99 cents is good. $2 for something really. I saw some like fitness app for like $6, and I was like, "Are you out of your mind?"
Yeah, I just can't think of any application
I
that I
don't
would
know,
use
like
so much.
$5 or $6, I don't feel like it's a lot of money.
Yeah, but
for
you're not
something.
enriching your life with any iPhone application.
If it was like
Well, there's
really,
stuff
really
that you- yeah.
involved, I could understand
Yeah.
doing like $5. But like I've seen them for more than that. And
If they had like a copy paste ad that you could.
and a lot of the ones they're selling for $5 aren't that involved.
Right, yeah.
Like they're not. There's
Like
not that
games
much to
or
it.
something.
Let me give you an example. There was.
Who cares about
You
that?
never pay any money for a game.
I'll give you an example, and this is purely. I wrote about this app, and it's purely for deadheads. Like no one else would want
It
this.
just shows a bear and you can jiggle it around.
No, it's a photo. It's a really cool app, but it doesn't really do a lot.
Yeah.
So it's a photo mosaic app, and the mosaic itself, and it's all this one photographer who took hundreds upon hundreds of photos of the dead throughout their career.
Oh my god.
And he made this photo mosaic of all of his little tiny pictures into a face of Jerry Garcia, and then you can click into the click on the photos. Yeah, this is like.
What are you talking about? Did you
Serious
make this app?
deadhead.
You clearly.
Did you take something during the
No.
break? Like,
you clearly developed this application. Jen.
What is it called? What's the app
No.
called?
Jerry
It's-
Garcia.
I think it's I think it's just like it's a Grateful Dead photo mosaic.
Grateful
app.
Head.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
they're calling
Grateful.
it.
Grateful Dead. Grateful Dead.
Okay.
Anyway, you click on the photos and you can zoom in, you can drag around, you can get to all the different photos, and then you finally zoom in all the way, and it gives you the information when it was taken, where it was
Right.
taken,
And
what
that's
was going
$5?
on.
And
It's like $6.
That's a
Wow.
lot
yeah,
to pay for
which
someone's
is
like
a
slideshow.
lot to pay for just photos,
Yeah,
basically.
Right.
Yeah.
However, if somebody's a huge deadhead, like maybe it's worth it for them.
Like,
but
yeah.
for
Are you a
anyone
big
else,
deadhead?
no.
Okay, thank you.
Who is?
Man,
Dude, I was inundated with so much Grateful Dead music when I was a young child. I can't. There's only
You don't
one
want to
s-
listen to it
I
anymore.
can't. There's
Yeah,
one song
yeah,
I like, but like.
what song's that? Scarlet Begonias. That's
No,
your favorite
Touch
song.
of Grey.
All right.
Mm, Get a little bit of that in the
Not
post show,
familiar-
maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, let's talk about this a little bit
No,
today.
Wilson,
I want
we
to talk
don't
about
have
this.
time.
Yes, we do.
No,
It
we
is
don't.
Earth Day.
Oh,
you
is
son
that-
of a bitch.
Earth Day.
Earth
man.
Day.
It's Earth Day.
You see, he got mad.
Yeah, he got mad on behalf of
Son
Mother
of a bitch. No,
You
you're
will
right.
talk about it.
No,
You'll
he's
like
right.
it.
We did not mention the Green Show.
Yes, I was here last night till 1 o'clock.
Son of a bitch.
You asshole. I'll kill you. But yeah, the
today-
Green Show.
Today is Earth Day, and we launched at CNET TV The Green Show, starring our buddy Mark Lasea.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
really proud of that
Can
guy.
you believe MTI's got a show? It's
He used
great.
to be an
It's
intern
great.
6 months ago. Now he's running shit.
Now he's-
How did that happen? Meanwhile,
I'm
we're
not
still
sure.
wallowing in the gutter.
Yeah, with a budget of zero.
How the hell did this happen?
Not
But
bad.
Anyway, go to cnettv.com. Check out the Green Show. It's really
you can
good.
also email greenshow@cnet.com.
With your tips,
Send in your
ideas.
tips.
It's
Mark does
really
an excellent job.
It's really good, and you did a very good job on that too, sir.
Thank
you
you,
should be.
thank
I mean,
uh,
aside from the TV show, it
congratulated.
is also Earth Day. So
Earth
go
Day,
and
yeah.
plant a tree. I don't
Go
know.
outside, enjoy the.
Recycle,
pick up some
compost,
trash.
Go
etc.
kiss a hippie.
You'll actually learn some tips on
a
how to buy an
hippie.
HD TV from Mark.
Yeah, that's right.
Really cool fuel cell car that we talk about too.
Yeah, the hydrogen thing. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Sounds good.
Jasmine, anything you want to leave us with?
No.
That was perfect.
I love that sigh.
I want to go to bed.
All right,
God.
fair enough. Wilson's got a bed in his office. Don't worry about it. You can take advantage of it.
Post
I
show.
wasn't implying anything. I was just saying he's actually got a cot.
Yeah.
That you can
There
literally.
was, there was a comfy couch in your guys' music testing room too,
Yeah,
man.
for
This,
sure.
Yeah,
this
that's
office
right.
has some shishi things
Oh
going
yeah,
on.
Some
does.
yeah. No showers though, like you guys got.
Yeah, so no
sweet.
wonder it smells in here.
Yes.
God.
Oh no, that's just Wilson.
Yeah.
That's
I haven't
Wilson's
showered
upper
in
lip.
3 days. It's
TriCaster. So Jasmine, first, thank you so much for coming on. It was a lot of fun,
It
and
was
enjoy
my
your
pleasure.
time while you're out here.
Yeah.
Right?
I will.
Look for an apartment so you can move out here, for God's sake.
Seriously, that's the plan. She ain't saying
Yeah.
it. That's
You know
the
what?
plan.
Get a few Craigslist misconnections under your belt too.
That's all.
While you're at it.
That's all.
I gotta make eye contact for that.
Guys,
I don't
leave
do that here.
Leave us a voicemail, 1-866-404-CNET, or you can email us, the404@cnet.com.
Add us on Twitter
Yeah,
as well. It's
yeah.
the 404.
Yeah.
We also have individual Twitters. You can find that on our blog. And Jasmine has a Twitter. It's Weird Eared Jazz with an S.
Nice.
That's right.
Making it easy for everyone.
There it is.
That's all I
Get
like
some
to
more
see.
followers too. This girl's only got 150.
Oh.
Pathetic.
I only started it at CES.
Seriously, cut us
And
some
I
slack.
didn't use it
dude.
for like 3 months. So.
Yeah. And Twitter sucks. So,
yeah, it
you know,
does.
relax.
We all need to get off Twitter.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. I'm Jeff Bakalar.
I'm Wilson Tang.
I'm Justin Yu.
It's the 404. Thanks again to Jasmine. We'll see you. Get some sleep, will you?
Bye.